action. Live.
Good afternoon, everybody. It is Wednesday, right?
It is Wednesday.
And we have no
Patrick in a watermelon shirt.
Patrick in a watermelon shirt. Go figure. Did he have on his watermelon shirt? He did.
I think he did.
He was here. He has gone. He will be back. So he says.
He says by 4:30, so we'll see how that goes.
We'll see how that goes. But welcome, everybody. We are so excited to be here this afternoon with you. If you are in Denver, enjoy our beautiful weather. We have got some really, really nice weather going on today. So
beautiful.
It is. It is. So let's see. We are busy getting ready for the next 2 days. We have DJ Anderson and Debbie Homer here. They are about to do a lecture for us. This is some
a little bit of glare, so I'm just trying to get away from the glare.
So we're pretty excited. In fact, Debbie is here. Well, they're both here right now. They're setting up. But Debbie's going to show you one of her special event bundles, which you're all going to love. Her samples are amazing. She has been a busy bee, sewing up some beautiful samples for you all. But, so that is going to be in the Fulton store tomorrow at 9 a.m. Come join us for the day. $49, includes your lunch, includes a really fun welcome bag for you, or a welcome gift for you. And then on Friday, they will be doing the same seminar out of our Littleton location.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
I can't believe we're in the first week in December.
Holy moly. I can't either.
This year is like going way, way too quick.
We got out our Christmas decorations, and I swear I just put them away like 20 minutes ago. It literally feels like I just put them away.
We're not putting any up this year.
Well, you're going to be gone a lot of December.
So we're going to be gone. I didn't put up any last year either.
Wow.
So I was laid up after surgery
last year.
That's right. So 2 years with no Christmas decorations. Maybe I'm just not putting up decorations anymore. Although my grandkids might argue that one.
Every year I put up less and less, I think.
Do you?
I do, just because, I don't know, I just do.
I remember last year I wasn't able to, I didn't have very much mobility, and my 8-year-old granddaughter comes over and she is just like, well, where's the tree? Where's the tree? And finally she understood why I wasn't putting up Christmas decorations, and she went downstairs and pulled out 2 Christmas decorations that stayed up, I think, in my living room for like the next 2 or 3 months.
Until Valentine's Day.
Yeah, it was a Mr. Claus and a Mrs. Claus that sang songs, so she loved it. That was my Christmas decorations. But this year, we don't have anything up yet.
Yeah.
Yet.
Yeah. Well, you kind of have to put it up early to make it worth all the work.
It's a lot of work.
It is.
Yeah, I saw that Val had her daughter and her granddaughter over helping her put hers up, and I'm like,
yeah,
it's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. Yeah.
Anyway, we have a giveaway. Look at these fun coasters. These are some embroidered snowman coasters from Claudia's Creations. These are really so pretty. Aren't they pretty?
Charlene, we're going to tell you what this quilt is next to us in just a minute.
And these are going to go to Carol Ward.
Yay, Carol. Woo-hoo.
So, Carol, we will put these in a bag for you.
Okay. The class for the next 2 days is from 9 to 4.
But please sign up so that we can make sure we've got food for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep, we do have spaces still available at both locations. So we're excited for that. This quilt. Let's show them the
look
quilt.
At it.
So this is a new quilt that we, not me and Patrick, we as in Paula and myself, will be presenting on live. And it is a 12-week sew-along that the creator of this quilt her name is Jill Finley, is actually going to be doing an online 12-week sew-along program. And we are going to
do it along with her.
We are. We're going to kind of follow along on her series. So week 1 is going to be cutting, and that's what we're going to do. And we will follow along each week for 12 weeks. You will get myself or Paula, and we will make this beautiful creation. The pattern is actually called the Sewing Bee, and it is $12. Look how fun that is.
Yeah. That's so cute. It is so cute. The fabrics are so fun.
And there is no applique. So the quilt actually has 2 panels in it. So this is a panel and this is a panel. And the rest of it, all of these flowers up here are actually pieced flowers, not appliqued flowers. And then, of course, it might have a star block involved in it, 1 or 2.
3 or 4 or 400.
So, let's see, how do you get involved? Obviously, we will be doing our sew-alongs on our Facebook Lives. You will need the pattern if you want to follow along with us. So the pattern is $14.
$14, yeah.
Yeah.
I think you said 12 earlier.
Oh, did I say
Yeah,
12?
it's
I'm
actually
sorry.
14.
So yeah, the pattern is $14. And
the
then
size?
it is 64 by 78. And if you want it bigger, you could add extra borders.
Yeah, good.
Because there really isn't. It's only got a skinny border that goes all the way around the very outside.
I'm just going to do a couple of close-ups, okay? So it's only got this really skinny border, and then it's got the binding. So you could, because we do have yardage of all of these fabrics, you could add a wider
Absolutely.
border.
Absolutely. So let's talk about our kit that we have for it too, Paula.
Okay.
So the kit we have created is the same as what you would see online. So basically it is a fat quarter bundle of 24 different prints. So there's blacks, there's pinks, there's blues, whites, and greens.
Reds, pinks, yeah.
Yep. So this is the fat quarter bundle, and
then yardage for the sashing, the border, the binding,
and the panel.
And the panel.
And then the background. So the package, the complete thing is $139.99. $139.99 is the fabric kit, and then the pattern is $14 if you want to go ahead and do that.
Is that what you're looking for?
Thank you.
So I'm just kind of doing a little bit of close-up so they can kind of see. This is the panel. There's 2 panels. This is one of the panels. And then this is the other panel. It's a little bit hard to see because it's on the rod. So fun. So this part's a panel, so you don't have to make all those teeny weeny little stems. They're already on the panel.
Yes.
Then lots of blocks. And then more of these pieced. So these blocks are made kind of in sections. This section here is kind of made in sections. The pieced pinwheels, the pieced flower, the pieced tulips, the pieced leaves, and then you put them all together to put the blocks together to make this one big long panel. And the panel is in the kit, not with the pattern. The pattern is separate. And then the panel comes with the fabric kit with all the fat quarters and stuff. It is on the website to purchase. It's $139.99.
Okay, let's talk about 12 Days of Christmas.
Okay.
So, as you all know, we are in the midst of our 12 Days of Christmas. And, did we not do a live yesterday?
No, because they did the punch-in lunch.
Oh,
Lunch and
that's why
punch.
I have 2 days. I'm
Yes.
trying to figure out why I've been given 2 days to talk about here for
Yes.
you. So I have day 3. Oh no, my ribbon just fell off my present. So day 3 is this one right here. And it says, relive your childhood with this gift that you will have coloring outside the lines. Good thing they come with an eraser.
Okay, that's the clue for that one.
That's the clue for day 3. Day 4 is this one. And this gift will press your luck and give you a whole new
Patrick made these clues.
Oh, yeah. And I hadn't read them until just now.
Okay, so you got to finish now. I'm curious.
This gift will press your luck and give you a whole new reason to love sheep. Okay. Today's one is 25% off, and yesterday's day was 20% off. And Cindy, can you double check that those are up on today's live products? And then, of course, if you want to just purchase all 12, we do have all 12 in the bag ready to go for you, so that you have them all ready and you can put them under the tree just like this.
Cute. I just want a bag. That's really cute.
It is really cute. Okay, let's go see what Miss Debbie has been doing in her sewing room over the last year.
Okay.
And we are going to show you one of the bundles that she's going to present this week to us, okay?
Okay.
Well, welcome to Denver.
Hello.
It's so good to have you here.
You know, Kate, we always love coming to Above and Beyond. We love you and Patrick. So
Well,
thank
thank you.
for having us. You guys are such an incredible dealer. You guys are so lucky to have them.
We are excited to spend the next 2 days with you.
Well, thank you. We're excited too.
Yeah, good.
We're very excited because DJ and I have launched a new adventure called Honeybee Embellishments.
That's a really
And
cute name. Who came up with that?
DJ actually came up with it. It was his idea.
You sound surprised.
Yeah, really. I thought it was a great idea, and I loved it, so we went with it.
Okay.
We've been wanting to do this for a long time, to do events together, because I've been trying for years to do events with him, and no way. So
He finally caved, right?
He finally caved.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to show you a couple things that Kate and Patrick are going to offer here at Above and Beyond, and it is a kitchen bundle, and it's all done with using features on the beautiful top of the line machine of Baby Lock. So
Or the brother, right?
or the brother.
Yes,
So,
so
you
it
can
will
have
work for
brother
either.
or Baby Lock, because it's exactly the same, except IQ Designer or my Design Center.
Okay.
So I'm going to show you some of these fun things. This is a little basket.
That is
And
so
then you
cute.
could put your bread in here, your breadsticks, or whatever for your dinner.
Are you going to Tulsa anytime soon?
And it's just cute, so cute. Quilting's done on the machine. I've used a square feature done in the shapes, and my IQ Designer, I get them.
Yeah, IQ Designer is Baby Lock.
Okay. And so this is our little signature flower that we came up with, that DJ designed for me, and I'm in love with it. It's 3 different sizes, and I just think it's the cutest little thing ever. And you're going to see this on every one of these. I've placed one of these darling little flowers. Of course, we have the mint, and this is an oven mint. There's our little signature flower
My
again.
husband's going to look so cute using this oven mitt.
I know. And we've used the 12 weight thread.
Ooh.
So that stands out even more and gives it that even more awesome quilting stitch look. Whereas using regular embroidery thread, you really can't see it that well. So the 12 weight really is a wonderful thread to use. Here's a trivet. And
That's
this,
Patrick's favorite thing. It's too bad he's not here, because he would definitely be right there by your side talking about trivets.
well, I love trivets because they're wonderful to put on your table and put your hot dishes on, and not have to worry about the heat going through on your wood, on your beautiful tables. We've used a heat cutting tool because we've used the power mesh and the hoop, and when we got done, we just put fray block all the way around it, because we use polyester thread so that we wouldn't singe the thread, and then we burned it out with a heat craft tool. And it's got the 2 layers. It has the hot and cold barrier, heat and cold barrier inside, and we've used a wide zigzag. But again, this is all an IQ Designer, adjusting the width of the zigzag, the density, using the shape, and connecting them together.
So is that shape a built-in shape, or is it something that comes on the USB?
It's built-in
It's
shape.
built-in.
All of these are built into the machine.
So
And this is a flower in
this is
shapes.
great to learn how to use the machine.
Oh my gosh. This is why we came up with this, is because in doing all these events, Kate, so many of the people don't have a wonderful dealer like you. And so they were at a loss on how to do so many things on their machine. And so DJ and I said, we need to teach these people how to use this incredible machine that they've purchased. So that's why we did this. All right, so we've got a bowl cover.
Those are so cute. That's the fanciest bowl cover I've ever seen.
But imagine taking this to a picnic or to
Piece of tinfoil doesn't work for
dinner.
you. I mean,
Everybody's going to be so envious because this is just so cute. All right. And I've done a couple different ones. You can make these whatever size you want. You have to be limited, though, on your hoop size. And
Okay.
this is using the largest hoop on that machine. Look at these adorable pot holders.
Those are
Same
so
thing.
cute.
We use the circle shape, but we just trimmed one down to come up with these cute, cute pot holders. And again, it has the hot and cold barrier inside, using the 12 weight thread for the quilting and doing the bias binding all the way around. So I think they're cute. Here's a couple more little trivets. Sorry Patrick's not here. But these are two little heart shapes. Again, the shapes built into the shapes in the IQ Designer.
that's
Done
crazy.
the
So
same
where
thing.
do they get this design from, though? The flower.
The flower is on their,
It's on the USB.
it is.
Okay.
And they get all three sizes of that flower.
So if Kate, your favorite dealer, needed that flower, she might have an in, right?
I bet she would definitely have an in.
Okay, just checking. Just checking.
You like the flower?
I
Kate?
do like the flower.
Yeah, because here's a bigger one.
I know, it's so
Aren't they
cute.
cute?
Yeah.
Oh, DJ did an awesome job digitizing this for me. He's wonderful. I just send him my ideas, and 30 minutes I have it back.
Oh,
It's
wow.
like, I know, my own personal digitizer. I
Lucky
do have
you.
to bribe with cookies, though. All right, so here's a trivet for your 9x13 pans. Same type of thing, but now look at the difference on this. See, let me find one that's got the quilting. Okay, so this has been quilted with machine embroidery thread.
Wow.
Look at this one with 12 white thread.
It does make a big difference, doesn't it?
Huge difference.
And are you using a top stitch needle when you do that? Or are
you
you
know
just
what?
doing the
I'm
embroidery
just using
90?
a Microtex, or no, I'm just using an embroidery 14 needle. So, no, but the difference in the quilting to me says it all right
Yeah,
there. I'm in love with
amazing.
12 white thread. So, that's easy for me. All right, here's placemats. Now, this is fun because you're going to use the border on your machine.
Oh, that built-in border function?
That's right. Yep. And again, you can't see the quilting because I used regular embroidery thread. And again, there's that flower, Kate.
It's everywhere, isn't it?
Okay, so look at this. This turned out really cute too. This is just a little sitter table topper.
Oh,
Using the shapes
they are
again
adorable.
and these little hearts. I used pinking shears to cut them out. And I think they turned out adorable. Absolutely adorable. So cute.
really cute.
Now, the thing I want to mention too is that every one of these have a step-by-step video. So every single project I've shown here, there is a separate video for each one showing you exactly how to do it, where to go on your machine, what to hit on your machine. So everything is laid out for them totally.
So this is actually a video tutorial
It is.
that anybody can buy, correct? Okay, so do you want to tell them about the special that you have on that?
Okay, so I don't even know what the special is. DJ does all that. Well, normally this special is $500, and we have it on the show special for the next 2 days for $199. And this is a drying mat that's included too.
Oh.
How would you like this next to your sink? Put your
Yes.
dishes on to dry, those things that you don't want to run through your dishwasher. So it's a great special for them. And again, the USB sticks are here. Kate will have them here at the store. And on that USB stick, all the videos, the PDFs for the supply list, everything is there that they need, plus those 3 darling flowers are
Okay,
on there.
on there.
Also. We also have an apron. Real quickly, I'll show you that because I love the decorative stitches on the machine.
Did you do that as decorative stitches, or did you bring that into embroidery?
I did this
As
mhm,
decorative
because
stitches.
I wanted them to know how to use that, how to put the tearaway behind it to make sure it stands out.
We
and
just did
doesn't
Baby
buckle.
Lock Club this week, and we brought the decorative stitches into the hoop and
Yep.
sewed them in the hoop. So that's why I was asking that.
And that's a fun thing to do, and I love doing that. I tried to keep these projects simple for more the beginners because there's so many that just didn't know how to use their machine.
Okay, so if anybody is interested in purchasing this bundle, Roberta, I will answer that question in just a moment. But if anybody is interested in buying this bundle that Debbie is showing today, we do have it on our website for you to purchase at the show special of $199. Or you can leave a comment on here as long as we're live, and we will get that comment. We will pull that comment in an order and get you called on that. Is it applicable for the Baby Lock Destiny? It probably is, right? They just might be more limited on the hoop size,
They're
correct?
limited on the hoop size, but the Destiny, it will work fine too.
Okay. And I think that is everything. So Roberta's question is there kits? There isn't kits, but I could see what type of supply, what the supply list is like, and maybe put a pink and green bundle together for you that you could make out of this. So
That's a great idea.
I will ask Debbie to print me off the supply list if anybody's interested in like a bundle of fabric. For this, we will try and put something together and show that to you.
Wonderful. Come. If you haven't signed up, be sure and come. Thornton, Littleton tomorrow, or no,
Thornton tomorrow.
Littleton's on Friday. So if you haven't signed up, be sure and come. We'd love to see you.
Okay. And I'm going to switch the camera back to me. Hi, everybody. And we are going to go sew. So let's go ahead and we are going to go on back to the machine. And we're going to take Paula with us. Paula's going to help us today. And this is today's project.
Okay.
So this is a series. It's called the Seasonal Fun. Now these are smaller table runners, and what I like about them is they're nice to put on that dresser, you know, on that end table or on a dresser. They're not huge, big table runners. They are called a table runner. And you absolutely could make them bigger if you wanted to. But these are the sizes that they come in, and they're basically a 12 by 32 inch. So just a really nice size to decorate that. Yes. And there's 4 different ones that come in the pattern. So we're going to do the winter one, which it doesn't appear to be much like winter out there right now.
It sure doesn't.
And this one was actually quilted using the edge to edge in the Solaris. Isn't that cool?
Oh, I love it. I love it.
And then we have the summer one, which is the watermelon. And the watermelon one has a applique using the turn method, which might be a good learning point for some people. And then we have the leaves, and the leaves you're going to make a bias tube and turn it. So that's another nice learning technique there. And then the umbrellas for the spring is actually paper piecing.
Oh, cool. So a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I like it because it's a little bit of some different techniques.
And they're all in one pattern.
They are all in one pattern. So there's winter, spring, summer, and autumn. And these patterns are $16. And you get all 4 table runners in there.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Okay, let's take a seat and see what we've got going on there.
We have a
Okay.
lot going on today.
Yes, we do. So I'm going to open up the pattern here and talk a little bit about the pattern. This pattern is from Northcott, and it was created using a brand new fabric line that Northcott just came out with. Okay, and their fabric line is from Patrick Lucy.
Patrick Lose.
Lose. I always call him Lucy. And it is this fabric line right here. Isn't this pretty?
Yes.
So this is a fat quarter bundle, and the fat quarter bundle will make all 4 table runners.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Wow, that's awesome.
So when you look at your color sheet right here, for the winter one, it tells you which colors you need. So these are the fabrics we need for the winter one. So the winter one just has the 5 different colors in it.
Okay.
So we've got the teal, the medium, the dark, the light blue, and then one in between there.
Okay. Mary, when you say you want a pattern, do you want this seasonal pattern, or do you want the, what's the other one called?
Sewing bee.
Sewing bee pattern. You need to let us know which pattern you're talking about.
Okay, so we're going to go to the directions. And basically they have general directions, and then they're split into the different runners. So we're going to follow the one for the winter runner. And I'm not making the whole thing today, so I have actually got one of my blocks already cut out, ready to go. And the base of the mitten, let's bring this over here so that you can be referring to that. The base of the mitten is this blue right here. And that is...
Can I ask a question real quick?
Absolutely.
Tomorrow's event, if they can't come, can they get a USB? Just buy the USB for the patterns?
So if they can't come...
For the designs?
Yeah, if they can't come and they've paid the entrance fee, they're still going to get the welcome gift for it. Or if they're wanting to purchase the bundle that we just showed, they can still do that, yes.
Okay.
Okay, so what we have is we have the background fabric, which is this dark blue, and we have that marked on the back on one diagonal.
Okay.
And that is going to go into the upper corners of this block. Okay. And we are going to stitch right on that line.
Okay.
Can you kindly turn my iron on for me over
did
there?
already.
Oh, thank you. So we are creating one of the mitten blocks.
Yes, the USB for that bundle will work on the Destiny.
Okay. And normally I would prefer to do this with a rotary cutter at the cutting mat, but I'm just going to go ahead and trim off my excess 1/4 of an inch past my stitch line. And then I'm going to lean right over Miss Paula right here, and we are going to press these. Oops, sorry. Then we are going to take our left side piece and we are going to attach that to the left side of this block. So you want it so that the triangle corners are at the top of the block.
This is what she is working on right now, is this mitten. So cute.
And I'm going to switch this over to 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to press this one. Okay.
Okay.
Then we have the other part of the mitten fabric, and we have 2 different size squares, and they are both marked on the diagonal. One is going to go into the upper left corner, and we are going to stitch right across that line.
Okay. Welcome to everybody who's just joining us. We're happy to have you here. Happy Wednesday.
And the other one is going to go into the bottom right corner, so catty corner from it. And we're going to stitch all the way across here.
Okay. I think it's the seasonal one.
And then we are going to trim off both of those corners. And we're going to go back to the iron.
Okay. Miss Mary Myrip, which pattern did you want? Did you want the seasonal pattern or did you want the, what's it called again?
Sewing bee.
Sewing bee. One of these days I'll remember that. The sewing bee pattern. Let us know and we'll grab one for you.
Okay, so can you kind of see what we've created here? We're creating the thumb.
Yeah.
Okay, and now we have a skinny background piece that we're going to put to the right side of this unit.
Okay. These blocks are kind of fun. They're kind of big chunky pieces.
I made this whole table runner in less than 2 hours.
That's awesome.
Without quilting, obviously, but...
And it's awesome that it's kind of, it's winter, not just Christmas.
Yes.
So you can leave it out longer.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Lots of pressing to do here.
It's all right. Bless you.
Okay. Next up, we have another navy background, and that's going to go to the top. And I'm just going to finger press that one. And then this unit is going to get stitched to the right side of the first unit.
Okay. So I have a funny table runner story. You want to hear it?
Yes.
My very first quilting project. I am a self-taught quilter. I didn't know what I was doing. I had a couple friends who were quilters, but they were really bossy. So I didn't like quilting with them. So I pretty much did everything on my own. So I made this table runner. It was a fall table runner. I had no idea what I was doing. When I quilted it, I didn't know I was supposed to lower the feed dogs. So I quilted it all with the feed dogs up. So all my stitches were teeny weeny weeny little stitches because I fought with my feed dogs the whole time. Then I cut my binding 6.5 inches because I didn't know any better. So it wrapped all the way around almost to the back side of the
Oh my
table runner.
gosh.
I had no idea. So that was what I did. And I got it all bound. And then I put it on my table. And our table was like a hand-me-down table.
Uh-huh.
And I put it on the table and I was like, oh, this is not going to do. So I talked my husband into buying a new dining room set that was $1,200 for a table and 6 chairs. So my husband calls that my $1,200 table runner.
That is hilarious. Oh my gosh. Okay,
That was my first quilting project.
we're gonna set this one aside for just a moment.
And he was like, oh, this is going to be a very expensive
what?
hobby.
It's really funny that you brought up about your first quilting project, because do you know what my first quilt was?
What?
My first quilt was an Irish chain
Oh.
and AccuQuilt just happened to have released their newest dye yesterday, and it's called the Irish chain
Irish
quilt.
chain.
Isn't that funny?
That's awesome.
So
I love the Irish chain.
yeah, I do too. So this is a super. Can you imagine having all of this cut out for you though?
That would be awesome.
I mean, all you got to do is sit there and stitch, right?
Right.
So this is their brand new die. Look how it looks with all of these bright colors up here. Using your scraps. Wouldn't that be great?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm normally not a scrappy quilter. I don't really like scrappy quilts, but this appeals to me. I really do like that.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is AccuQuilt's newest die. It just got released yesterday. It makes a 10-inch finished block, and it is called the Irish Chain.
Okay, I love it.
Yes.
I don't think that we're getting comments on this phone because we haven't got any comments for a long time. But maybe they're getting them on the computer.
Is anyone watching?
But,
We had that problem the other day with my phone.
yeah.
So if you're asking questions and we're not responding, I'm sorry. Cindy, can you check on your phone, please? Okay, so then the bottom part of the glove is these right here.
The cuff?
Okay, the cuff. Mm-hmm. So we've got one that goes to the left side.
You don't like guys. Yeah, I'm seeing people.
Okay, we're not seeing them. So if you have specific questions and you really want answers, you can give us a call or
So when I made this like early one morning. And I put this on here, and for me, for some reason, this should line up with this, right?
right.
And I had to redo this in my head. I stepped away, I got another cup of coffee. I just couldn't figure out, and then I realized that that's not the case. This is how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, it is. It kind of overlaps both sides. Kind of, yeah, a little bit bigger as a cuff might be.
Okay. So we are going to stitch this bottom panel on. Whoops. We're still not getting any comments?
No, we're not.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, everybody. I don't know why we're not getting comments. Amanda's watching, so she'll let us know.
So hopefully Amanda is taking care of any comments.
Okay, we're not getting any comments. So if there's anything specific. Somebody called you Paula. Oh,
Okay,
We're not
and then
getting-
we're going to go ahead
watching.
and we're going to press.
okay.
Okay.
Oh, that's so cute.
Isn't it cute?
Yeah, I love it in blue.
Okay, so here's how this works. Here is our runner. So you're going to make two with this same blue color.
Okay.
So the one on the right and the one on the left is the same. And then you make one out of the light blue fabric and block, center block around so that you've got mitten going up, one down, going up. And then
Okay, here we go.
then we put on this narrow outside border and then you bind it.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So what we have created for you is the Fat Quarter Bundle with the exact fabrics that are used in the pattern. And then, just because we wanted to try and keep the cost down a little bit, if you want a backing kit, we did create a little backing kit for the 4 projects for $19.99.
Okay,
so the
cool.
backing is not included out of the fat quarters. Okay, so the fat quarters is sufficient for your runner top, including your binding and your borders, but
Okay.
not your backing.
Not your backing. Okay.
Yep. And that is everything that.
Should we go show them that quote one more time?
Yeah, let's
Okay.
go show them the quote one more time.
Okay, I'm starting to get some comments come through.
Oh, great.
It's like we had a hiccup and then everybody started showing up. Okay. We're gonna walk back over to the sewing bee. Is that right?
Sewing bee.
Sewing bee.
I love it. I can't wait to start stitching. Okay, so the sewing bee is going to be our new stitch along quilt for, it's not going to be a year-long project, so it's 12 weeks. So we will stitch along with Jill. So Jill is going to be posting to her channel the instructions and doing how she's going to separate this out into 12 different weeks.
Okay.
Okay. And then Paula and I will take you along on the journey with us. And you will need to purchase the pattern. So if you want the pattern, the quilt size is 64 by 78 and the pattern is $14.
Okay.
And then we do have the actual fat quarter bundle that was used in the project. So there's the fat quarter bundle. There is one fabric that she adds to it, and that is a little pop of yellow. Okay, so there will be the yellow, the panel, the binding, and your border fabric, sashing, along with your background fabric, and the whole kit is $135.99.
$139.99.
Oh, it's $139.99.
It's going to be really fun. We're really looking forward to it.
Yes.
Yeah. Is there going to be a live tomorrow?
Cindy, what was the situation with live tomorrow?
We're not going to have one tomorrow, but we will have one on Friday.
Okay, so there is not going to be a live on Thursday, but there will be a live on Friday.
Okay.
Elaine is out of town and isn't able to cover us whilst we have the event here tomorrow. But when we're at the event on Friday, we will have a live on Friday
Okay.
here.
Okay.
Okay,
Sounds good.
thanks for joining us, everybody, and we will see you all soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.